Mic check. Are we going to work this time? There we go. Now we're working. Right, I think we're working now. Hello everyone. Let's get my Twitch dashboard and then we should be good. Yeah, there we go. I think we're live. I think we are live. Both of them say online. Bit rate's a little bit high though. Hello everyone. Output. Let's go 12,000 kilobits a second. Bear with me a second, guys, and I'll be with you. Yeah, 12,000 kilobits a second should cut it. Right, welcome everyone. Throat's gone a bit iffy. Man, it is cold tonight. It is cold tonight. Oh, give that dog chance. Give that dog chance, mate. Yeah, it was playing up, just it weren't working a minute ago. Give that dog a chance. We are alive indeed. Yeah, welcome everyone. How you all doing? Going to be working on a Switch in a minute, and then a PS4 Slim, and then maybe something else if I've got time. We are now live in front of a live audience. Yes. Fellow, welcome. This is a Nintendo Switch to start the day, mate. I would have streamed earlier, but my cameras decided that they don't want to work. So, yeah. Cameras decided not to work. I've got to be careful with this camera here because it's kind of in need of a HDMI port, apparently. I've got a new camera which come today, but it's got to go back because it's supposed to have clean HDMI, and I can't find. Well, I've managed to get it to output clean HDMI, but it's still showing the autofocus on the screen. So it's showing this part here, and it's showing the center focus, and I don't know how to get it off, so I might have to send it back. But yeah, I do a phone review once your new phone arrives. Oh, nice. Yeah, give it a try, mate. The best tip I could give you, probably, I don't know, probably just talk to the camera as if you're talking to a person next to you. That's probably the best tip I can give. Or if you feel a little bit nervous, maybe try doing it without a face cam to start with. You know, you might get a little bit nervous the first time you do it. It's not going back and you're having it for Christmas. Nope. Sony A series mirrorless. Then mirrorless has clean HDMI out. This is apparently got clean HDMI out, but I can't figure it out. I just can't get it to actually output clean HDMI. And the Sony camera I've got at the minute, the DSC HX95, works absolutely great. That's the one you're seeing right now, but it's just not. Well, the HDMI port is knackered because Sony, in their infinite wisdom, decided to put the mounting screw right next to the HDMI port. So now my HDMI port's damaged on it. So I need to fix the HDMI port. it's not like the inside of it's not broken, it's actually come away from the board. So I've had to literally trim my HDMI cable down and then kind of put it on a bend. So I've got to order a new port. Yeah, do it as a face cam, do without face cam, yeah. iPhone SE tomorrow, nice. Well, not nice, it's iPhone, but yeah. Oh, nice, Dennis. Glad you got it working, mate. Right, so job number 1 is a Nintendo Switch, which apparently does not turn on, and I think it makes a screen flicker as well. I'm not sure. I think it makes the ammeter flicker. So we're gonna have a nose at this one first. Oh, I've got coffee. Hey, I've got coffee. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have a nose at this one first. See what we can do with it. Hopefully get it working. So I ain't been in the workshop for a couple of days, to be honest. I've had a couple of days off, so I don't have a clue where anything is, but still. So I've got to find a cable. I've got a cable for this, but I need another one for the other side of it. I bet it's in the house as well. I bet you it's in the house. Well, I'm not going back up there to get it. So I'll do it with the cable out of the dock. That works. Do it with the cable out the dock. Why not? So I'm not going back up the house to get it. Alright, so Chris, welcome. Alright, so let's see what's going on. And 0.12 amps. No display. So that's probably a very dead battery, but it's also probably an issue with P13 USB because it's not displaying. So we've got no video output. That's a sticker that I've had to take off because it had the customer's phone number on it. So we've got no display, but it also looks like it's not charging properly, but I'm going to leave it on charge for a minute. Yeah, fat chance thinks so. Fat chance, mate. She's only cooking her steak anyway. I told her not to cook mine because I'm not hungry. I'm not planning on live streaming long tonight though. Just FYI. Just FYI. Couple of errors, I think. Couple of errors. I've ordered a new iFixit kit, by the way. I've got a new kit coming tomorrow. Well, but that hasn't jumped up to 0.13 amps or anything. Well above 0.12 amps. Yeah, so I've ordered a new iFixit kit because I've lost half the bits to mine. That'll be kit number 4. I keep losing the bits to it. Don't know how. What I do. Replace the C port on and P13 twice today to work out where you had a black border on the screen. Ah. Never come across that, mate, to be honest. Right, well that's not gonna get it. That screwdriver's too big. See, I've lost half my screws. Half my screwdrivers. I need to get some new ones. I've also got a new micro pencil tip coming. So, yay me, I suppose. Right, well, that BGA machine's going on again because it's frigging cold. I'm moving my workshop into the loft as well, guys. So, there's going to be a few changes. See, where's all my screwdrivers gone? I can't even find the handles to them, that's a problem. So this should do it with a pH 000, but it's evidently not. That one's got that. Wonder how you lose them. Oh. I'm gonna rebuild the man cave, mate. The way I figure it is, I can't really stay in the loft in the summer because it's going to be way too hot, right? So what I'm thinking of doing is, if I move everything into the loft, I've got to wire some electrics in, but if I move everything into the loft, then that will give me what, 6-7 months to be able to rebuild the workshop and build a better workshop, a bigger workshop, a warmer workshop. Carl, welcome. So yeah, I'm going to be moving everything to the loft, but the problem is there's no side walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everything in, and then I'm going to nick the wood out of here, because wood at the minute is pretty expensive. So I'm going to nick the side walls out of, well, the walls, the wood that goes on the walls in here, and then just paint over them. So it's going to look a little bit rough for a little while I get everything sorted in there. But I mean, a lot of it is naked brick, so a lot of it is naked brick. So what I'm thinking of doing is like having the cameras facing the naked brick and using it as kind of like a feature. Oh shit, I've left one in there. Using it as kind of like a feature. Because exposed brick is really nice. I really like exposed brick. Right, it's still on 0.12 amps, so I'm going to unscrew all the screws. Maybe that will give it a little bit more time to maybe jump up, but we'll see. It should have jumped up by now to at least 0.2 amps. An insulated workshop, yeah. I don't need to stay hungry anymore. That's one thing I've got to do actually. I've got to hoover it all out. I reboarded it yesterday. So I boarded the floor yesterday. I've got to get electrics in there. Then I've got to get lighting in there. So sockets, lighting. Yeah, sockets, lighting. And move all my stuff in there. Hoover it all out. Like, get rid of all of the dust. And then I'll build some sidewalls afterwards. Like, the walls are not a major priority, to be honest. As long as the dust is, as long as there's no dust in there, then, you know, I'm not really that fussed. Oh, I can't imagine it, Ed. Trust me, mate. But yeah, I'm gonna build it with a lot more stuff. When I rebuild the workshop, I will build it with a lot more storage. See, the problem is, like, one of the problems is the downtime that would be involved in rebuilding the workshop as it stands now. Like, I'd have to have a couple of weeks of downtime, because I can't do it in the house. Like, I can't do it in the living room or in the bedroom or anything, because if Cody gets hold of my soldering iron, he's going to hurt himself. Like, the two others, Ethan and Regan, they're, you know, they're safe enough. They know not to touch it, but Cody doesn't. So that has actually increased in current draw, but it's not giving me any kind of backlight or anything. Charlie, welcome. I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you? Wayne, hello. Don't kill the spiders. Nah, I'll eat them, mate. Bit of food. Yeah, so that's going to be the plan. So I need to get as much work as I can done, and then I can spend a day doing electrics. It's going to take me at least a day to get electrics in there. I've got some new lighting coming as well. Some proper LED lights. Some decent LED lights. Nick, hello mate. Didn't say hello to you there, mate. Welcome. I suppose I better unplug that before I touch the LCD. The rest of it's fine, but not that. The LCD is one thing I won't touch. Well, battery was kind of plugged in anyway, so never mind. Right, okay. I don't fix controllers, mate, not for repair jobs. I fix my own controllers, but I don't fix for customers because they're not worth fixing. For me to be able to make it economically viable, I'd have to charge £10 to £15 per controller, and I can't make that viable for me, unfortunately. I'd have to charge at least £30 to £40 to make it viable for me to be able to justify the extra time. Well, the time that I'm spending on them as opposed to spending on something else. Twitch is ahead a couple of seconds. Nice. Yeah, so yeah, that's going to be the plan. Right, let me pop under the scope. If everything is working as it should. Alrighty. So, I'm good, thank you, Thomas. How are you, mate? They are quick fixes, mate, but even still, I've got a warranty and stuff as well, so it's just not. I can't justify charging like £10. It's just not worth it, mate. Yeah, someone's mentioned that I might have put the CPU on the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to look into that one of the days, mate. I actually did that about a week ago, so I don't know where the board is. I'm trying to light my smoke. What's the right thing on your desk? I'm not sure what you mean there, mate. Jordan, welcome. Right. So let me just get my multimeter set up. Like I said, I haven't been in the workshop for a couple of days, so it's a bit messed up. I mean, I can do controllers, but I would have to charge my minimum bench fee, because otherwise it's not worth me spending the time on it and warrantying it and things. My minimum bench fee is £30. I can fix the controller, but as a general rule, it's just not worth it. Rightio, so I'm going to do a couple of tests, and I'm going to make a couple of assumptions on this. So the first assumption I'm going to make is that the fuse is good because it's taking power in. So I'm going to make an assumption that that's good. I'm going to make another assumption that the entire of BQ24193 is good. And I'm going to make an assumption that these MOSFETs are good because it's all taking power. So I'm going to skip over all of that. I'm going to go straight to M92. The hot air station, I've bought a new one. It's coming Wednesday, mate. It's kind of screwed. It keeps coming up at E08 and E02 randomly, like very random. Ever since I had that, first wand break and the, I don't know if anyone remembers the new heating element that I put in kind of blew up on live stream. It literally blew up in my hand on live stream. And since then, it must have knocked a sensor out or something, because since then I've had nothing but issues. It's a brand new handle as well. So I've bought a new one. I could probably fix it, but the problem is, if I fix it, I'm going to need hot air to fix it, and I kind of haven't got hot air, so kind of screwed. I've had it for around about 14-15 months. I'm going to be keeping it, mate. I'm going to be trying to fix it and keep it as a spare. I like to have spare equipment, so I'm going to be keeping it and trying to fix it, I think. But it's always good to have a spare. Yeah, I agree, John. You can, like, Elite Series 2 and stuff, they're worth it. Right, okay, so multimeter in continuity and one probe on ground. I'm going to test. Hey, there we go. There's a short. That's a P13 short. So P13 USB is linked to this cap here. That is short. So this side here is ground. As you can see by the big trace, this side goes into the chip, and that's linked directly to P13. There we go. Alright, dead CPU. Yeah, let's call this no fix straight away. It's a dead CPU. RIP CPU. So it could still be related to P13, so I am going to remove P13, but I'm going to say it's a dead CPU. I could inspect the port as well, yeah. It's actually technically PI3, but before I found that out, I was always calling it P13, and I'm just kind of stuck in my ways. And you can find the chip by typing in P13 USB as well, because there's a lot of people that do it. Right, so I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to remove M92T36 as well. So I'll remove both them chips. And I'm going to inspect the board. Sorry, the port. Port is mint. CPU, SLC, APU, it's all the same. Alright, let's inspect this cap again. And if it's still short, then it's Tata Bubboys. It's Tata Bubboys. Yep, so this cap here is linked to the CPU, and there is some information to say that it could be down to the backlight IC, but it's probably not going to be worth it. It's probably not going to be worth hunting around trying to find it, because every time I've sat there and pulled every single cap off, or rather every single chip, sorry, it's been a dead CPU. And I've never actually found another issue. But if you look at those two caps there, there's no way these are possibly linked, and unfortunately they are short together. So I'll be calling it a retimer. I don't know if we've got any Twitch mods at all, actually. I'm not sure. I think there's a couple. Let me get back to you on it, mate, and find out if we can... It's not an APU anyway, Watermelons, it's an SoC. It's not an APU. Yeah, I'll tell you what we can do. We could technically inject a little bit of voltage. See if anything gets hot. Should we do that? Yeah, fuck it, let's inject some voltage. It's a 1.8 volt power rail. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. I think you're right. APU means accelerated processing unit. So basically it's a CPU, GPU in one. But this is actually a system on chip. It's an SoC. Need a band user. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I'll sort that, yeah. There might not be any mods on at the minute. It's actually a bot, it's not... Well, it is a scam technically. There you go. I'll just use my multimeter probes to inject voltage, to be honest. Alright, so I'm going to switch down to 1 volt. Let's see if I can get the bench supply on the screen, actually. So I'll see if I can find anything that gets warm. I haven't got my phone on me though, so I can't use thermal cam. Let me see if I can get the bench supply on the screen for you guys. Thank you, Thomas, for the resubscription, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Pair of DC. Run that. Right, it can't pick it up. Let me find out what device it's on. This is the problem with this software. Right, device manager. Now we're going to find out how to get to my COM ports. Yeah, I can't find it in the new Windows 11. Never mind. Alright. Forget that. Right, I'm set at 1 volt. I'm set at 1 volt of power. Phil, welcome, mate. So I'm gonna inject a volt into this cap. And yeah, that's drawing 0.09 amps. That is never finding a short. .09 amps. 100 milliamps max. Tuned in to see the haircut. 130 milliamps. I've probably got to inject more voltage, to be honest. Let's go 1.5 volts. Alright, 300 milliamps. Yeah, CPU gets warm. I could try and burn the short out. By zapping it with like 2 volts. Could try burning the short out. I can try that. Oh, you always get thumbs down, mate. Don't worry about that. I could try zapping it with a couple of volts. No, this isn't the one that from the Premiere. Slight problem with the Find It Fix It series. I will explain in a minute. Bear with me. Actually, you know what? Yeah, CPU is getting warm. It is definitely 100% a dead CPU. It's drawing half an amp. I'm trying to burn the short out. I mean, this CPU is screwed. Doesn't really matter if I zap it, I suppose. This CPU is dead as a dado. Yeah, CPU is getting warm, yeah. It's not hot, but it's warm. It's drawing 800 milliamps now. PP bus is already short. Yep. Yeah, that short's not burning out. It's gone. It's dead. It's fucked. Put the chips back on, send it back. It's a shame because it's in good condition. So it's a shame. It'll be board swap only on this, unfortunately. Right, so I'll put the chips back on. I'm not even going to worry about soldering them on fully. I'm just going to tack them down. Actually, I will solder them fully. If someone tries to plug it in, they might fry the chips, and the chips seem as though they're okay. Yeah, there's considerable differences in terms of the board layout, but the chips, as far as I know, the main chips are the same on the Switch OLED. Yeah, you're only meant to inject around 1 volt, but I was trying to zap the short out. I've done it before once. Ah! Yeah, so this is pretty much just good for donor parts. So the history behind this switch, according to the customer, is this was always docked, and the dock went bad, and then this happened. So now I kind of know where some of the dead CPU switches are coming from. They're coming from the dock, killing it. There's not enough protection for the CPU. There should never be a direct line from the CPU to the charging port. It's a really bad design. Why they ever designed it that way in the first place, I will never know. Like, you never put a 15 volt line right next to a fucking data line, a CPU data line. It's just such a bad idea. Because you get stuff like this when you get a faulty dock, or you get a faulty charging port, or a faulty charging cable. You get shit like this. I like that, Travis. Damn it. Where's P13 gone? So we put P13 on upside down. Okie dokie. Any update on David? I've got most of the stuff, mate. I'm waiting for the hot air, so I'm waiting for the new hot air gun. I'm waiting for the microscope and microscope stand. And there's also £300 in PayPal which hasn't cleared, which I'm waiting for to be able to buy the CCTV. Everything else, I've got it all. It's all in the house. All ready to go as soon as I can. As soon as I get the microscope and the CCTV equipment, pretty much. And then I'll be doing a video on it. So yeah. Right. There we go. I might have to buy this switch just for the housing, because it's a really good housing. Look, it's a really good housing. It's in really I got the hiccups. It's in really, really good condition. Oh, Travis is everywhere. I didn't check the orientation, mate. I don't know where the board is. Not a clue where the board is. It's in my donor pile somewhere, mate. I'll find it when I get time and double check it. But if it is in the wrong orientation, it's probably killed the CPU. So that's not good. Right. Not going to bother connecting everything back up. I'm just going to leave it all disconnected. It's a complete and utter waste of time. CPU is dead. This is never going to work again. So I'm just wasting my time if I do it. Time that I could be spending on other devices. So it's kind of pointless. I will connect up the speakers because they stop it from connecting up. Like they'll get trapped inside the case. But everything else, it can stay disconnected. Don't even know why I connected the LCD up, to be honest. Just kind of force of habit. But it's a complete waste of time putting the ribbons and stuff back together. The only reason I put the chips on is because they don't belong to me. So if it was one of my own boards, I would have left it off. Ah, damn it! I need that screw. Yeah, if it was my own, I would have just left it off, took the chips in a tub, and just leave it all unscrewed. But unfortunately, when it has to go back to a customer, the least I've got to do is at least screw it in. Like, so I don't waste my time, and I don't fret with like when they've got a dead CPU and I know full well they cannot be repaired, then I don't bother wasting my time with it. Like putting ribbon cables and stuff back in. It's 5 minutes that I could be using on something else. How much would I pay for that switch? Not a lot. Probably £30, to be honest. I wouldn't pay a lot because I'd have to make a profit. It's pointless me buying it if I can't make a profit. You get more on eBay for it, but you know, I always make that clear to the people I'm buying it off as well. I'm like, listen, you'll make more on eBay on it, but I need to make money. If you want to sell it guaranteed really quick, I'll give you X amount for it. I'll probably pay 30 quid for it tops. Just for the sake of having the screen. The screen's in good condition. Digitizer's in good condition. Bear in mind, you can get a screen and digitizer for £30 brand new. So the screen, digitizer, housing, it's in good condition. And the game card reader, I would assume works, but can't be verified without wasting time putting it into another one. So I'll probably pay £30 tops. Console Repair London bought a PS5 the other day for 50 quid. That one with the faulty safe bridge. He bought that off the customer for 50 quid. Jammy bastard. I've got a PS5 in the queue. Thrown down the stairs by someone's girlfriend. Shall I have a look at it on stream? Let me know while I'm putting this back together. Do I look at the PS5 on stream, ladies and gents? It got thrown down the stairs. I'm assuming not the girlfriend anymore. Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I want to feel sorry for the guy. I want to feel sorry for the guy, but if you're pissing your girlfriend off, or if you're neglecting your family to a point where your girlfriend throws a £700 machine down the fucking stairs, I'm not feeling sorry for him. Sorry, but no. No, that would be wrong. I'm not going to repeat that, mate, because I don't condone that at all. But I'm sorry, but yeah, if you're neglecting your family to a point where they're throwing £700 down things down the stairs. Yeah, I've got the power supply to it next to me actually. Power supply was that bad. Oh, there's a point. Can anyone tell me where I can buy one of these from? I need one of these coils. If anyone knows where to get one from, because this was out of the power supply to the PS5. The PS5 power supply was gifted to me. Sorry, no. That PS5 that Console Repair London bought was this one that I've got in the queue. He's asked me to look at it for himself. So yeah, this is out the power supply, and this was ripped off the board, which is why the power supply is faulty. But the console also, you can imagine what kind of damage has been done and what kind of force was used, because that was completely ripped off the board in a secured unit, i.e. the power supply, and a transformer. Yeah, I always call it a coil. And basically it's losing power intermittently during gameplay. It's from a PS5 PSU, yes. But I said I'd look at the PS5. I have started a video on it, but I need to source this. I need to find a replacement. And then I'm assuming that the power supply will work. And I was doing a video on it with about 500 warnings to say do not try this at home. And I actually showed on the video what would happen. I shorted across the 400 volt capacitors with this. And it went boom. It went boom. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the spec of it, that's the problem. So I'm hoping someone can maybe identify it. Are you just reading YouTube chat? No, I've got them all. I've got them both on. I've got them both on the same chat, mate. I've got YouTube and Twitch on the same chat window. Ugh. Thermal paste on the back of the console now. Yeah, so sorry, the PS5 that was bought by Console Repair London was that one, and I said I'd have a look at it. Not sure if I'll actually be able to fix it, but yeah. Show it again, yeah. I don't mind paying a little bit of money for one. I don't know if the one out of the PS4 power supply will work, to be honest. I call the Switch. So yeah, that's it. I did try searching them numbers, but I couldn't find it. Couldn't find anything. PSU was made by Delta. Yeah, I think they make a lot of things. They make fans, they make PSUs. I think they make all of the power supplies on PS4s, don't they? Delta make good fans as well. They do make good PSUs, but they make good fans as well. Yeah, I identified it before I even opened it up, to be honest, because you could hear it shaking around. It literally got ripped off the board though. But yeah, what I did, I shorted across the 400 volt caps just to show the bang, and let me tell you something, it went with a bang. Obviously I made sure it was safe for me. It was fun to do. PC power supply to PS5. No, it's got a power supply in it, it's got a working power supply in it, but the problem is it's losing power halfway through a game. Like mid game it's losing power, so I need to I'm wondering if that might be better to work on a video. Here's some profiles. I'll try and write some down, mate. Was it the IR Pro SC you bought? But even then it's going to be kind of different because I'm using the Elstein top plate. I'm using the Elstein top plate. Right, okay, so yeah, that is a dead CPU, unfortunately. Nothing you can do about it other than swap the board or swap the CPU, and the swapping the CPU is just not worthy. The time involved to swap the CPU, you're better off just replacing the board, because if you've got a working CPU, then you've likely got a working board, and if you've got a working board, then you might as well just put it in. So yeah, right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go and grab another console and a fresh coffee, why not? Hello. I am back. And I just had permission to do whatever it takes to try and get this working. It's a PS5 that don't fit on my desk. Yeah, so I just have permission to do whatever it takes to get this PS5 working, and if that means killing the board, then that means killing the board. This belongs to Console Repair London, so he bought this off the customer because it's pretty difficult to diagnose. So I've just spoke to him, and he basically said, do whatever it takes. Because at the minute the board's kind of useless, because he cuts out mid-game. So we're going to do what it takes. Took your time. I was speaking to Console Repair London, mate. I had to get permission to basically destroy this board if necessary in the name of science, to try and fix it and to try and figure out why it's got an intermittent power issue. So yeah. So I had to wait for him to respond. Plus I was making a coffee. I'm not going to try and pronounce your name, Padge. I'll just call you Padge. But thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Glad to know people are finding the videos useful. Seems to be a lot of faults coming up with the PS5. No, this was thrown down the stairs. This was thrown down the stairs, mate. This was the unfortunate victim of an argument between a man and his girlfriend. So, yeah. So this one doesn't exactly come under warranty. Yeah, I agree. Micro soldering can be difficult to learn, but it's definitely fun to learn it. Alright, so this apparently turns on, but it loses connection. It loses power during gameplay. So that kind of sucks for a start. But we're going to try and figure it out at least. So it turns on. Man, it is so cold tonight. Howdy, welcome. Alright. Yay, no more long hair, look. So I can do whatever I want to this board. I've had permission. So if I can't figure it out, then I can sit there and pull whatever I want off to try and figure it out. So it's going to be fun. Alright, we've got a white light. Let me get my PS5 controller. I don't know how much gameplay. It's not -2, but it's pretty cold. I'm not sure on the temp to be honest. Probably around about 2 degrees at the minute, 3 degrees maybe, I would say. I've got my BGA station on, so it's kind of hard to gauge it because I haven't got the temperature sensors to go by. Alright, so I'm going to plug in a HDMI. There we go, it picks up. Right. going to sync up a controller. Yeah, so I'm using my BGA station as an extra heater. Right, so it syncs the controller. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to create my. I'm going to set up my account on this. So let me just go back to this screen for a minute. I'm going to sign into my own PlayStation account. So give me a couple of minutes. So there's a passcode on this, so I can't log into the existing account because I don't know it. So I'm going to have to sign into my own PlayStation account. Ugh. I've got to remember my password now. Oh, I can't remember my details, damn it. Let's just play Astro's Playroom. I wouldn't be able to have a gas bottle heater in here, mate. I'd die of carbon monoxide poisoning. So I've basically got to leave this running now until it cuts out, so I can see what actually happens. Wait, what? Is that what they mean by it cuts out during gameplay? Because all that's just done is overheated. Got an electric heater, mate, still too cold. Got two, but one died. What? Bitwarden would be no good for the PS5 though, mate, because I was trying to sign in on the PS5. Wait a minute. So yeah, I think this. I don't think this is just overheating. I don't think it's as simple as just overheating. The the history behind this was the original owner's girlfriend threw it down the stairs, so it went to Console Repair London for a replacement power supply because it wasn't turning on. He God damn my throat. He took the original power supply out, and that original power supply is here. So there's the original power supply, and as you can see, there's a nice big gap in the middle, because that is where that belongs. That was basically hanging off the board. So I'm trying to find a replacement to fix this power supply, but Console Repair London then changed the power supply, billed the customer, it all worked fine, and then a week later it come back saying that no, it's cutting out during gameplay. So Console Repair London refunded the customer, told him that he needed to take his original power supply back out, and then basically he offered to buy it off him. So yeah, kind of odd. I can't see him not applying liquid metal. I can't see him not reapplying liquid metal. I'm just talking to Console Repair London now. Yeah, so this is kind of weird. You could test the transformer. It's gone, mate. The wires are snapped. The wires are completely gone in the transformer. I'm not going to repair that. I'd rather buy a new one. Right, okay. So I'm going to have to take it apart. It appears like it's overheating, but that don't make a lot of sense to me unless liquid metal hasn't been reapplied. So basically, Console Repair London has just messaged me back, and he said that before he bought it off the customer, when the customer brought it back, he said, oh, it just shuts down with no warning, no errors, nothing. It just shuts down. So Console Repair London said, right, well, if you want to sell it, I'll buy it off you. And he gave him £50 for it. Like, I don't know. So, yeah. But since then, it's not been taken back apart. Oh, this is digital edition. I thought it was a disc edition. It's not. It's digital. The fan spins up, mate. Yeah, it does ramp up. It does ramp up. Yeah, so this would be a miscommunication between the customer and Console Repair London. If this is what's happening to it, if all it's doing is overheating, I mean, the customer should really have said, oh, it's overheating, or it's just the fan's spinning really fast. So unless that's a new issue, no worries, Thomas. Have a good trip, mate. Yeah, it's a bit odd, but you know, I thought this was a disc edition. It's not. It's a digital. Soul Moon, welcome. No, the power supply, as long as it's supplying 12 volts and enough current, enough amperage, then it's absolutely fine. Have you tried heat lamps? No, mate, I haven't. I'm going to be moving into my loft in the next few days or so anyway, hopefully. But I'm going to be moving my workshop into the loft. So if this is a case of just overheating... Ah, damn it. See, this is... Well, that can stay in there for a minute. Yeah, if this is just a case of overheating, then it's going to make for a pretty boring video. I hate it when the screws stick in like that. See, the threads are all knackered as well. I mean, this has seen some damage because the threads are all knackered. I mean, even still, it's a pretty darn expensive fix because the power supplies cost like £110 to buy. So the power supply costs about £110 to buy, and then you got fitting as well. I mean, you're paying 180 quid for a repair on this. I think that was actually what was charged. I think it was £180 for the power supply replacement because obviously it's a pain in the arse just to even get these apart, let alone anything else. So changing the power supply in this is tedious. I don't think it blew up. What I say, checked by mods. What do you mean, mate? I don't think it blew up. It just, the transformer basically snapped off the board. So yeah, it's a pretty expensive fix, even just for the power supply, to be honest. But I don't understand, if it is just overheating, how that miscommunication could have happened. Previous message was stopped. That could have been an auto mod, mate. What did you say? Let me have a look, see if I can see it. How do you link Amazon Prime? You click on the subscribe button. Why is my chat not showing up for... Super, thank you for the Twitch Prime, mate. It's not showing up for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, it's just held the message. Do you have the PSU from the PS5 RAM unit? Sex-based term, RAM. Stupid thing. But I've just allowed that now. No, I sold that one, mate. Vladimir, thank you for the donation, mate. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's I don't know where that miscommunication would have happened, but apparently it did. But the customer should really have been a bit more specific, or the original owner rather. He's not the customer anymore, because this technically does belong to Console Repair London now. Love working on the new Xboxes. I don't. I think they're a pain in the arse. Might sell mine before it breaks and can't be fixed. Oh, I got my new camera, Kev. So will a loose transformer cause any issues while being run? I'm not sure. I don't think it would, because it would stop the power from getting through, because those wires was completely snapped inside the transformer. Damn you. Honestly, I can't see Console Repair London forgetting to put liquid metal on. Minus the screws. That's why they're a pain in the arse, mate. Oh, come on. Don't tighten them that tight. Oh. He's using his new electric screwdriver. I'm going to have to tell him about that. They're too tight. I'm going to have to tell Console Repair London about that. He's bought that Bosch screwdriver that everyone else uses. I'm going to have to tell him about that, because they're too tight. He's putting on too much torque. Luna's just jumped down the back of the shed. Ah! Fucking screw. Phil's still gone. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah, PS5. PS5 is a screw nightmare. It's even worse when you've got to use the big screwdriver, because it's harder to. You got it on pause. Yeah, that's not going to work, mate. Yeah. It's even worse when you got to use the big screwdriver, because the screwdriver that Console Repair London's used is too powerful. It's basically that Bosch one, the £40 one from Amazon, and they put too much torque on the screws. I did warn him about it. I'm gonna have to tell him again. Tell him he needs to check the torque on him. I mean, to be fair, when he sends PS5s that he can't fix, he usually takes them apart for me. Thank you, Mark. Welcome, mate. Sarah did my hair, to be honest. It's just a normal cut, no style or anything. PS5 time, yeah. Indeed it is, mate. Indeed it is. And it might be an easy fix. It might just be overeating. But I've had permission to do whatever it takes. So if there's liquid metal on this, and it's not going to be that what's causing it, there's going to be some sort of a sensor damaged or something. If the liquid metal's on there, like, it wouldn't ramp up that quick if it wasn't a sensor. It's a little bit scratched up, but it's not too bad. Why don't I use it? Because it causes stuff like this. This is why I don't use electric screwdrivers, because it causes stuff like that, and it's just too tight. Which is why I'm having to use a big screwdriver, because I can get more of a grip on it. But yeah, that's why I don't use electric screwdrivers. I've said that for the past 18 months. Electric screwdrivers on consoles? No. So they're not so bad with this big screwdriver, but with the what do you call it? With the little iFixit screwdriver, they're impossible to get off because he's been tightened too tight. I will never use electric screwdrivers now. I mean, I do sometimes use my drill to take the screws out, but that's dead as well. I've got a wave stick, mate. It's never going to do this. The wave stick is never going to do these. Not in the current state that they're in, with how tight they are. To be honest, I don't think it would do the PS5 anyway. It does the switch, but that's about it. But yeah, that's just too tight. Way too tight. Size matters. Well, if you think of the size of that compared to that, like it's a lot bigger. Jason, hello mate. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? Jason, can you help me identify this transformer, mate? I need one of these. I'll probably get one out of PS4 power supply, PS4 Pro maybe. Right. Ugh. At least that's not over tightened. At least he hasn't used the electric screwdriver on that. Yeah, I know you've been busy, mate. I know you've been busy. You got your grandkids over, haven't you? Or grandchild. Get Freddie back. No, we ran off from Jason. He hasn't been seen since. I think he's lost. What issues does this PS5 have? It was thrown down the stairs, mate. And now, well, it's supposed to have an intermittent power loss issue, but from what I've gathered so far, it's just shutting down because it's overheating. So it's probably been reassembled without any liquid metal, to be honest. We're about to find out. Well, that's got a seal on it. I felt a seal on that then. Moment of truth. It's got liquid metal on. So, it is not that what is causing it. Interesting. Oh wow. Alright, that's a bit nuts. Man, this is not going to be easy to diagnose. Not going to lie, it's not going to be easy to diagnose this. No, he's added liquid metal, mate. This is fresh liquid metal as well. Wow, that's not going to be easy to diagnose. It looks like there's no sign of anything on there. I'll inspect it under the microscope though and see if I can figure anything out. Let down. I've got a feeling it's got some sort of damage to the APU itself, to be honest. I mean, it's been thrown down the stairs, let's face it. This board probably is toast. The problem is, I don't know where the thermal sensors are going to be. What's this around here? By the SSD. Right. Bad fan. No. It's actually showing signs of overheating. It's overheated instantly during gameplay. As soon as I loaded up Astro's, whatever it is, Astro's Playroom. Actually, where is the battery out of that? What the... No, surely that wouldn't cause overheating. Surely. Surely that wouldn't cause over... I think I need to confirm that. I need to check that. But surely missing the 3-volt battery wouldn't cause overheating issues. Can't see that being true. I'm in my shed mark. Not for long, because tomorrow it's all being moved to my loft because it's way too cold in here. Even with the door shut, it's too cold. Right. Surely that can't cause an overheating issue. Having that missing. Very unlikely. I mean, I've powered these on with no liquid metal and they haven't overheated. I've literally powered these on with no cooling at all and they haven't overheated. Yeah, I will, but I'm going to check. I'm going to double check that battery in a minute before I do anything. I'm just going to check the voltage on this battery and I'm going to put that in and put it back together enough to give it a test. Is that battery really completely dead? .6. Right, I'm going to find a battery with a bit more than 2.6 volts on. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that, mate. Mucho gracias. Yeah, so I'm going to find a battery that's actually putting out the correct voltage. Or thereabout. 3 volts, that'll do. Got 3 volts there. Surely that can't cause an overheating issue. Have a sip of the tea. Tinned electronics abomination. I like it. Alright. If these having missing or dead battery causes overheating issues, that's going to be a big problem for the future. It's going to be a big problem for the future. Alright, so rather than going and getting my liquid metal, for now, going to reuse this. If I just spread that out. So believe it or not, it doesn't actually need a whole lot of liquid metal to be able to work and cool properly. So just spreading that out like that is pretty much going to be enough. To be honest, I haven't got a lot of liquid metal left. I need to order some. But if that causes thermal issues just by having a battery missing, then when those batteries do eventually die, every single one of these consoles are going to be going through repair, either to Sony or otherwise. That's going to be a massive issue that Sony are going to have to take care of. I'm assuming they would be able to do something in firmware. I would imagine so. Well, that's what I'm thinking. You can use the console without a battery, but why would it? Well, I mean, whether or not it does actually cause an issue is yet to be seen. Like, yeah, we need to find out. We do need to find out. So, I'm not going to put it all back together. I'm just going to put it back together enough to be able to give it a test. So that's going to mean no screws apart from the APU. And then, oh shoot. Oh, that's not meant to be like that. Watch a battery be married to the board. Alright, so now I can hold the fan in. That's enough to test it. That's enough to confirm whether or not that's made a difference. But that's the only thing. I mean, I'm looking at the board and it's rather after taking a look at the board, I'm not seeing anything immediately obvious what could cause it. So yeah. All right. I doubt it's the issue as well, mate, but yeah. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Right. Let's have a look. I must admit, I do like the feedback you get on these controllers. That's staying running. No, the liquid metal was on the APU, John, mate. I do love this. Look at that. Look. I must admit, you can't get that kind of shit on the Xbox. It has gone further, mate. All I've done to it is change the battery. All I've done is put a battery in that. Boom. Look at that. I love this. You must admit, it looks fucking amazing in 4K. It looks absolutely amazing in 4K. You've got to admit that. Like, this game looks absolutely insane. See, but here's the thing though. It didn't do that before, it just instantly shut down before. Shut down, shut down. I think it's just overrated. Yeah, it's doing it again. I think there's a sensor issue. I think it's a sensor issue. The fan ramped up. But honestly, I don't think it's overheating. Yeah, that's not overheating. But that's nowhere near hot enough. Nowhere near hot enough. Thank you, Vladimir. What's going on with my camera? Why are you not working? Why you no work, camera? There you go. Yeah, that is nowhere near hot enough. APU reflow, nah. Ooh, but then again, the memory might be. Phil, bring the cat in before Sarah sorts you out. Okay, sir. Yeah, see, that actually shut down that time. I think it might just be overheating. I'm going to go get my liquid metal. I'm going to put some more liquid metal on this. Yeah. Give me 2-3 minutes, guys. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to put some more liquid metal on it. Right then. Jesus, it is so cold out there. I'm going to work on this and then I don't think I can stay in the workshop all night, to be honest. Honestly, I'm freezing. I'm absolutely freezing. Right, so I'm going to add some more liquid metal to this. But first I am going to inspect over the board. Just see if I can find any possible causes. But honestly, I think this will probably be impossible to work out, because if it's not a thermals issue, like if it's not an actual thermals issue, then whoops. Yeah, if it's not an actual thermals issue, then it's going to be pretty tough to work it out, unless there's something visible. I'm telling you something though, it is so cold. I might have a few games on COD, yeah. I have got to move my stuff into the workshop, into the loft. It's too cold. It's far too cold. Get the heaters on. I've got heaters, mate. They're on. And I'm still freezing. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm still freezing, honestly. It's so cold at the minute. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be a liquid metal issue, to be honest. Mind you, it could well be a VRM cooling issue. He's lost your big hairy hat. Very true. So yeah, like these VRMs and stuff are exposed a little bit. I'm going to run over the board, but I don't think there's going to be much I'm going to find. Wait till 11. I'm going to have some food before I do that anyway. But yeah, honestly, I just don't think I can stay in the workshop, especially till 2 o'clock. Like, temperature's dropping by the minute, so yeah. Yeah, the VRM thermal paste is mostly gone. I don't think that would cause it though, to be honest. But honestly, I'm not seeing anything. And without knowing where the thermal sensors are, it's going to be pretty darn difficult to find the issue. So, I don't know. I'm not seeing any damaged components. Mind you, there is a dent in the Wi-Fi chip. Alright, so it looks like the impact is around here then. Don't want to end uphill, that is true. I don't think the heatsink is damaged, but I can check it. That is a good point actually. Yeah, so we know where the impact was because there's a dent in the Wi-Fi IC. But again, I don't think that's going to cause I mean, the only thing on that side of the board is literally a few caps for the Wi-Fi IC. I don't think that's going to cause thermal issues. To be honest. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Let's just have a look. I mean, even around here, yeah, I'm not seeing any signs of damage around there either. Nah. Yeah, someone ignores his girlfriend, so he got thrown down the stairs, mate. And now it seems to be overheating. Alright. Yeah, the problem is without the schematic though, mate, it's going to be pretty tough to find. It's going to be pretty tough to find the thermistor. And he's some woman. Mate, honestly, I can't feel sorry for the guy. I just can't. So yeah, I don't think the heat pipes are going to be damaged, to be honest. I know liquid metal's conductive, mate, yeah. See, I've got the BGA station running, and it's still freezing. Yeah, she definitely has got big balls to do that to a PS5. That must have been some argument. Oh, I'm going to need to take it apart. I mean, I don't think... I'm not seeing any damage around here. The only damage I've seen is around here. So, I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think the heat pipe's going to be damaged at all. So, I think that's completely pointless doing it. There's no liquid metal on the APU, that's for sure. If that's what you're referring to, mate. Definitely not. Definitely not. Could change a Wi-Fi chip. Could, but I don't think it's going to be the cause. It would just cause no Bluetooth or no Wi-Fi. I think I'd just be wasting a Wi-Fi chip. I've only got 2 of them and you can't buy them. So I'm going to add some liquid metal to this. There's a lot of built up pressure inside this liquid metal syringe. There you go. So yeah, there's more than enough liquid metal on there now. If that doesn't solve it, then, well, it's definitely not a liquid metal issue. But yeah. that stayed in place. I hate doing that. Would be easy to take the mid frame out, I suppose. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty impossible to find the issue. Gustavo, welcome. I'm actually a bit warmer now. I've come back in from outside. I might stay and do another one after this. Probably an Xbox One or something. I don't know. Well, Xbox One S. Right. I pissed myself off the other day. I had to replace a fucking PS4 Slim case. Kind of dropped my soldering iron on a PS4 Slim. Well, just on the outer case. Melted the customer's case. Oh, damn it. APU clamp. What's wrong with this one? He got thrown down the stairs by a very angry girlfriend. Yeah, so if this don't solve it, then I don't think it's going to be possible to find it, to be honest. Not without having schematics so I know where the thermal sensors are. I assume the thermal sensors on this is just going to be a small resistor somewhere. Micro Mage, hello my friend. How are you, buddy? How do you do? How do you do? Right, where did I put my other screw? There, got it. To be honest, I've only got one 1S in the queue and it's a retimer issue. I suppose I could do it. Yeah, so if this doesn't, like, if I can't get this working, I'm not going to be putting it back together. It's basically been bought as a parts unit, so I'll just give it back to Console Repair London disassembled, and then he can take his parts out that he needs for it. I might be interested in buying the board off him though. Just to experiment with. Wait, now I can sell you a working Xbox. Are you after one to buy to use, or are you after one to buy to fix? £6.38 and half a pack of Isla. I remember that conversation. Welcome to the club now. No, I don't think the thermal camera would help, because it is actually getting hot. But if it's getting hot with fresh liquid metal, then it's obviously there's obviously an underlying issue to it. But what the? Ah, oh, damn it! Fucking ribbons, man. We've got 3 1S's in the shed. Working. You need to go on Xbox, mate, so we can play some COD. That's what you need to do. You need to go on the Xbox so we can play some COD. Alright, that's booting up. Oh no, the PS5 wasn't turned off properly, but it wasn't me that did it. Yeah, that's just ramped straight up again, that fan has. Could check the RAM voltage, make sure it's not overvolting. You could, yeah. I don't know, mate, Fibble. I'm not sure where it would be, mate. So you don't seem that loud now. I need to run it again for a bit. I think we need that fan for this. Uncalled for. Ha. It's not overeating though. How the hell are you meant to do this? Not a clue. Oh, no, no. Okay, I still don't know where to turn. Not a clue where to turn. I've had enough of this, to be honest. Oh, you can turn like... Alright then. Ah, fucking hell. Yeah, this is quite frustrating, to be honest. quite frustrating. I don't think it's overheating now, to be honest. I think it's fixed. Hey look, I figured it out. So uncool. I think it's done. I think there's just wasn't enough liquid metal on it. Don't get a redriver on a 1S. What do you mean? What do you mean, mate? That game is so irritating. It is, mate. It is. I like the graphics on it, though. I like the graphics on it. The graphics are cool. But that seems to be fixed. I think it was just overheating. So, yeah. Just let console repair London know. Yeah, what was you referring to, Wayne? With the redriver? Yeah, so there you go. I think this was just overheating. Yes, you can use a 1X redriver on the 1S. Yes, you can. But you can't use the 1S on the 1X. Dead 1S. Yeah, it doesn't very often cause that. It doesn't very often cause no power on the 1S. It could do, but it doesn't very often. Right, well, I think this is done. I'll send it back to London. He can give it a full test, playing his own games. But I believe it's done. Or I might play some PS5 tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I'm going to put it back together for now and call it done. How much does a tube of liquid metal cost? About £18, I think. 15 to £18, depending where you get it from. Something like that. Yeah, it hasn't shut down at all, so... Well, apparently it's 12 degrees in here, but it don't feel like it. It feels more like 2. Yeah, it's not shutting down now. I'll get my kids to play it tomorrow. They can play Fortnite on it and actually play an intensive game. Because I ain't really got the time to sit there and play it. Thank you, Killed in Combat. it is good to see that it has survived. Yeah, well, sort of. I know the power supply says different. Right, console repair London will still have to pay for this as a repair though. Even if it was just overheating, he will still have to pay. Can you ship to US? Yes, but there are import fees and things like that which you would probably have to pay. Jingle bells. Oh, I hate Christmas. It's too expensive, man. It doesn't really make a difference, mate. I mean, probably YouTube, but I mean, most of the people who watch the live streams are already subscribed anyway. It's not very often I'll get anyone that's not subscribed. Thank you, Technic. Digging the pipe, oh mate, that will take forever. I'm definitely not reboarding it tonight because it's too cold. I'll have a quick look, but one thing I'm not doing is reboarding it because it's way too cold. But yeah, I'll have a look in a minute and see if I can find it. But I'm definitely not reboarding nothing tonight. No, thank you. I've got to switch light to reboard and I'm just not feeling it. It's actually, my legs are actually hurting because it's cold. How long does that fix last? What fix is that, mate? Just want to know if you're right. Yeah, I'll have a quick look at it. I'm not going to sit there hunting around for it, but I'll have a quick look through some boards. See if I recognise it. Birmingham, how's it going, mate? Los Sales, welcome. Yeah, if it is on the wrong way, I've probably killed it anyway, just doing that, I would assume. So, why did that... Was that cross-threaded? Maybe. So we need to check Geo on that fix. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're looking for repairs in the US, I'm probably not your best option because of import fees and stuff with customs. Wondering if you have any Xbox Series X boards with parts, looking for EMI filters. I haven't, mate, I'm sorry. I've got no Series X parts at all. I haven't even got a power supply for a Series X. It's cold in the shed. Oh, the rework station's been on all night, mate. I've just been firing it up every time it turns off. Apparently it's 12 degrees in here now, but no, it's definitely not 12 degrees. No. Alright, so we might have just fixed this PS5. It's going to need a bit more testing, but I can't sit here all night testing it. I mean, I've been playing it for, what, a good 10 minutes then. But I'll leave it turned on in the house. So I'll leave it fired up in the house tomorrow and just see. I mean, if he doesn't fix it, then if it isn't fixed, then I'll revisit it. But I think it probably is now, to be honest. I think it probably is. Tronic Fix doesn't offer repair services. In the US, I would say Shane Fix. If you contact Tronic Fix, he can point you to Shane Fix. I think it's shanefix.com in the US. I can do it, but you're gonna get import fees. I'm not sure what kind of repairs Shane Fix offers. I'll speak to Steve and see what kind of repairs Shane Fix offers, because I don't actually know. I don't know Shane Fix. Be one happy customer if that's sorted. Yeah, I don't actually know Shane Fix, but Tronic Fix recommends him, and I trust Tronic Fix. Skitson, welcome. Well, I'm missing one there. And I've got another one somewhere. Come on, show yourself. Is that it? Yeah, I thought there was a line on that, but there's not. What is that? Alright, there is a screw missing from this. Unless I've put one where it does not belong. So what I'm looking for is a line where the screw goes, and that will tell me that there's not meant to be a screw there. So I'm just hunting around, make sure I've got screws all in the right place. Yeah, so there's a screw missing from this. Okay, fine. It's cool. There's actually a couple missing, to be honest. Oh well. Not my problem. I'm not sure, Iggy. He was talking about getting PS5 sent to me, but I don't think that's happening now. I'm not sure. I don't think we're doing any collabs anytime in the near future. I would love to, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we are. I don't think there's anything planned. That goes there. Thank you again. Right. One thing I don't know is where I put that cover. So I'll probably have to find that tomorrow. Unless I spot it in a minute. It won't go back together. Well, it won't get sent back without it. I'll find it. I just don't know where I've put it. Oh well. Not going to hurt anything. No, that one goes in one of these, does it? No? It goes somewhere here. I've got to find it now. It's certainly not there. It's not there. Yes, it is there. Oh, I've put that screw in there and it doesn't belong. It seems to me trying to fix is rushing through his videos. He's not. I do actually know the reason. I do actually know the reason why he's pushing more videos out. He does it every year at Christmas or during the Christmas period. So the weeks leading up to Christmas. The reasoning behind him pushing more videos out is that he, based on his analytics, he gets more views at Christmas. So he aims to push an additional 2 to 3 videos per month out if he can. Generally around about 2 extra videos per month to basically earn extra revenue and push more content because there's more people watching as people are, coming out of work for Christmas. The reason I know that is because I speak to him on a private group that I'm in, which is basically a group for technician tubers, basically. So it's basically a Facebook group for technicians who are also on YouTube, or technicians who create YouTube videos. So the private group, there's like 60 of us in there, and it's run by Steve from Tronics Fix. There goes a BJ machine again. Yeah, so it's run by Steve from Tronics Fix, and it's basically a private invite-only group. I'm good, thanks, Luke. How are you, mate? Been catching up on the original Robot Wars. Nice, I remember them from when I was a kid. Nice, mate. Oh man, I'll have to go back and watch them myself at some point, I think. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of frame damage on this. Not much, but it's definitely out of alignment slightly. Like, if you look at that there, there's a gap just there and it doesn't quite close all the way. Like, it's definitely very, very minimally out of line. I used to love Robot Wars. Fun story, I was in a robot club when I was a kid. Like a robot making club. And we actually made a robot. Well, not for Robot Wars, but it was like, they said it was for Robot Wars. So we thought, as kids, we thought we were competing with Robot Wars, but we wasn't. They just said that to get us to do it. It wasn't a robot club, it was like an electronics club, and we did mainly making robots, if that makes sense. I was dead young. I loved it though. I did used to love it, to be fair. Chris, welcome. You have missed me fix a PS5, buddy. Which was thrown down the stairs by a very angry girlfriend. And apparently it was losing power, and all it was doing was overheating. The man that won't sell you the 1X. Got a 1X for sale as well. Got a faulty 1X as well, but you ain't having it. Because it's my own Gold Rush limited edition one. Ha! So you definitely ain't having that one. Hashtag sorry not sorry. I've actually got two 1Xs. Sarah's got one. Robot White limited edition, and I've got a Gold Rush limited edition. They are pretty darn nice. I'm not going to lie. I'd have thrown the missus out the window. Greetings from Germany. Retro Revive. How's it going, mate? Right. Selfish fuckers. But you're definitely not having my limited edition gold one, so you can fuck off. Right, okay. Ah, by the way, Wayne, I've got a new Atom coming, mate. I bought a new Atom. Coming Wednesday from Amazon. Well, alrighty then. Yawn. Ugh. Tired. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a Xbox One S, I think. Got a limited edition, got the Halo Series X. Nice. Nice. I'm still yet to get a Series X. I've had a couple in for repair, but not many. Right, we are then. Have I got that wrong way? Yes. Well, I need to find... Oh, damn it. I need to find that cover as well. I don't know where I'll put it, so I'll find it. I'll find it tomorrow. It's too cold to hunt for it, to be honest. Might help if I put that on there, though. Should have stuck it to the case, really. I'll find it tomorrow. It's here somewhere. I just don't know where I stuck it to. When I take them off, I stick... Oh, there it is. Never mind, I got it. I'll put it on top of my power supply. When I take them off, I usually stick them to the... microscope bar. It costs more than the switch I bought today. You bought today, mate. I've spent some silly money past couple of days. Stupid money past couple of days. Do you want to see? Let me see if I'm logged in. If I'm logged into Amazon, then you can see. Desktop. Is that showing my desktop? Yeah. This is for David. Hako, heat mat, blue mat, probes. I'm going to nick them probes and buy him some more. That's what I'm going to do. I want them probes. I'm going to nick them probes and buy him some more. Multimeter, power supply, USB cables, Hacko stuff, more USB cables, power supply. Me? Camera. No, that wasn't £45. I had a £350 Amazon voucher from when I was from when my affiliate links were actually earning me money. I never got a chance to actually add it to my account because they banned me. £400 on the camera. Atten, Niwa, lights. These lights are pretty cool. Some new lights coming for the new workbench build. Pretty sweet. 2 of them puppies coming. A new iFixit kit. And a new thingy. A couple of USBs. I'll spend some stupid money. Stupid money. Oh, Lukey's Bond and Scoot and Fixing Things. Thank you for the resubs, mate. I appreciate that, guys. Right. I'm going to go grab another console to work on, guys. I shall be back. Or some lights. I hope so. Ah, shit. Oh, please come back on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there is going to be kind of a different layout pretty soon. Well, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Grab another job. Hello. Phil was probably lighting a cigarette on the cooker, mate. Sorry, mate. I realised as I was walking back that I left my microphone on. They do actually reach that far. It's quite surprising, to be fair. Oh wow, it's cold. Yeah, damn, it's cold. I believe it's no display. Yeah, I haven't made a coffee. The verdict of the overeating PS5, it seems good, mate. DJ Abs, welcome. Yeah, so I've got a couple of new lights coming. I've got a new hot air station coming. Got a new iFixit kit coming, a new micro pencil tip. So yeah, Andy, welcome, mate. Right, okay, so this has apparently got no display. It's an Xbox One S. So it's been sent in for no display. So let's see what we can do. See, first of all, does it actually display anything? I'm going to turn the TV on and I'll give it 30 seconds or so. Coffee time. Nah, they haven't made a coffee, mate, so I'm just going to do a quick. Just going to do this retimer real quick and leave it at that. Ooh, this is going to be the hard drive. This is going to be the hard drive. This is not a no display. This is a black screen of death. No, it's not. Never mind. Okay, it's got no boot logo on it, but it's okay. That's displaying in 640 by 480. Oh shit! I just dropped my discs. Whoops. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Okay, it's in 640 by 480. Man, I am so cold. It's just, honestly, it's unbelievable how cold it is tonight. It's unbelievable how cold it is. I need a power source. Do. Oh shit, this is micro USB. I'm an idiot. Cause I'm an idiot. So it had a black screen when it first started, so I thought it was a hard drive fault. Where have I put my... let's use the charger off my camera for a minute, why not? Off my overhead. Because I ain't got no batteries in the workshop. Right, let's sync a controller. I'm actually dithering, it's that cold. Alright, so set it to 480, set it to 4K. Yeah, okay. So set it to 4K and it's not working. So if I give that 20 seconds, it'll go back to 640 by 480. Like that. Let's see if it works in 1080. No. So it's only working in low res. So that could be a couple of things. It could be the HDMI encoder, or it could be the HDMI port, or it could be both. If it's the port, I'm kind of screwed because I haven't got any. I'm waiting for delivery off AliExpress. The port looks good. Port looks absolutely fine. So, no heater. Yeah, that's a funny thing, mate, but it's still freezing. Yeah, so that's absolutely fine. The HDMI port is. Can't be that cold. Can't see your breath. It's cold. It's cold. Trust me, it's cold. It's too cold to be sitting here all night, that's for sure. I don't know if someone find out what the weather's like in Willenhall. It's going to be another one of them consoles that's never been cleaned out and the retimer has died because of overheating. That's what's going to have happened here. Oh, come on, you bar stool. There you go. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alrighty then. Yeah, I know, Game Rex. You're probably a bit behind, mate. It was worth a try, though, at least. You never know with PS5s. I think you might be a bit behind, though, mate. Alright, so I'll get this apart. And I'm going to put a 1x retimer on. Dad will fix it. Hello, mate. How's it going, buddy? How you feeling, mate? He needs to eat something. Phil having fun tonight. A little bit. I'm cold though. Keep having to leave the room. Yeah, I'm probably going to eat my food and maybe play a little bit of COD. Once I've done this job. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, mate. I'm good. Little news for you, mate. I got a message from the seller of the hot air gun earlier. And basically, they're out of stock on the quick 861DW. They offered me the cheaper variant, which was the 861DE, which is actually more powerful. It's 1200 watts instead of 1000. I said no, because the 861DW is a better machine. It's a more up-to-date machine. So I've said to him, well, just mark it as dispatched, and I'll give you 10 days. They said that they'll have one in stock within 7. So I said, right, well, I'll give you 10 days, and I'll give you 10 days, and I'll wait a bit because I'm waiting for the microscope to come anyway. So yeah, there's still some donations trickling in. I think there's £350 left in the money that was donated, something like that. I'd have to let you know the exact amount, but I don't know. Yeah, I know GameRex, but that was the only thing that I could see at the time that was out of the ordinary. It looked like there was enough liquid metal on. It's a little bit strange. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the microscope to come anyway. So I've got some money pending in PayPal, which I can't access at the minute, which is going to be used for CCTV and cameras. It was about £1,600, mate. About £1,600 got raised in the end. I withdrew 1,200. I withdrew 1,200. I spent 250 quid on £250 on eBay. About the same on AliExpress. And then, I mean, I can get receipts for everything anyway. And then the rest was on Amazon out of that 1,200. And the rest pending in PayPal, which I can't access because PayPal put a hold on the money. Basically, PayPal put a hold on the money because I'd received too much in one night. I mean, to be fair, I did receive £1,400 in one night, and that's not normal for my PayPal account. But yeah, just know that the hot air gun is on order, the microscope is on order, and as soon as the money clears in PayPal, I'll be ordering the CCTV stuff. As soon as the money clears in PayPal, I'll be ordering the rest of it. I've never come across them leaking, mate. I've never come across them leaking in these. Been talking to the wife and kids, they seem really nice people. I like that. I like that. I'm going to dislike your videos. Hey, it all helps the algorithm, mate. All helps the algorithm. Plus, Chris has got no videos, they're all live streams. Hopefully they'll unlock your account. No, my account's not locked. My account's not locked. I've just put a hold on those transactions because I received too much in one night. My account's not blocked. They said the money will be available at the start of December, so a few days. Just got to wait a few days. But to be fair, I'm waiting for the microscope anyway. I'm not expecting the microscope for about 2 weeks. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal, really, not being able to access it, because I'm not going to see the microscope for a couple of weeks. The hot air is not going to be here for 10 days, so it's going to take a while. No, Andy, not yet, mate. I'm waiting for PayPal to unblock the transactions, to release the funds for the transactions. There's still just over £300 pending in PayPal, which, because some people sent it as normal transactions, they put a hold on some of it. The donations they don't put a hold on, but some people sent some transactions, like the big one, the big donation, that £250, that got put on hold, as well as some other transactions. It's not a big deal, like I said. It's, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. It's not a major issue. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. 'Cause I'm a maniac, maniac. So yeah, just know that I'm going to have a really fun video to do in a couple of weeks when I travel to David's house. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to be, well, first of all, trying to find something to get this heatsink off with, because don't ask me where my extra clamp remover has gone again. Yeah, what the plan is to basically set up the workbench. Oh, I've got a new bench for him as well. I got given a bench by Console Repair London. What scope did you go for? It was a AliExpress Trinocular, and then the same swinging arm that I've got here. Obviously, if he wants to get a camera for it, then you know I could probably factor in the budget for that if he wants a camera for it. It's an optical scope, so you know if he wants a image on the screen, I could factor that into the budget. Yeah, so I think I plan to go there, help him set up the new bench, and then help him set the alarm system and CCTV up as well. I'll make a day of it. Make a day of it. Right. Okie dokie. To be fair, the CCTV and alarm are all wireless anyway. It's all going to be wireless. The CCTV cameras are going to be exactly the same as the one that I've got outside on top of my shed right now, the one that's facing my house. Right, okay, so I'm going to say that because this is displaying in 64480, it's 99% sure going to be the retimer, so I'm just going to go for the retimer, as I usually do. It's kind of pointless beating around the bush. I may as well just change the retimer. Get it right first time. Alright, so I've got my hot air set at 420. And that's at 40% airflow. You wonder what I'd do if someone tried to steal my stuff. If I caught them, they wouldn't leave the garden, mate. They wouldn't leave the garden. I wouldn't give a shit about getting arrested. Genuinely wouldn't care about getting arrested. Like, I'll happily get arrested for assault to protect my property. Happily. I've got a big police light next to my bed. And bear in mind, I sleep right next to my window. I can hear absolutely everything, so if someone tried to break the lock on my workshop, I'd hear it. And I'll get a notification on the cameras instantly, because I've got camera notifications. So I'll get notifications on my phone instantly, which would immediately wake me up. And I've got a big ass police torch next to my bed. Wouldn't take me long to get out my window. Let's put it that way. And I can pretty much guarantee that police torch is going around someone's head. I'm not even fucking joking. If someone tried to rob me, that police torch is going across someone's head. I'm not going to pretend it wouldn't, but it would. I'm not going to pretend to be goody two shoes. If someone tried to rob me, someone tried to take my kids' food away from them by robbing me, they're going to get what's coming to them. Right, I can't find my box of bits. That's what I can't find. The way I see it, if someone's got the cheek and the nerve to rob someone, then they deserve everything they get. I've got shovels and a pick. I've got a fire bin. I've got a fire bin. No, on a serious note though, they wouldn't get away. They wouldn't get away. You know, one of them massive police mag lights, the real heavy fuckers. I've got one of them next to my bed. To be fair, I've got nine motion sensor cameras around my house as well. So even like the second they even tried to enter, I'd get them. The second they tried to enter, I'd know that was there. Whoops. Right, let me get some flux. But yeah, there's literally 9 cameras around my house. And I sleep literally right next to. I'm a really light sleeper anyway. I'll wake up to next door walking around. Seriously. I'll wake up to next door walking around in the bedroom. If next door get up to go to the toilet, I can hear him, and I'll literally wake up. The walls are paper thin. Alright. There we go. Beaks are welcome. I wouldn't need to go down the stairs, mate. I wouldn't need to go down the stairs. I've got a bedroom window that leads to a veranda roof. Jump out the bedroom window, straight onto the veranda roof, straight onto the floor. I'd be at the shed before they was in. Genuinely, I'd be at the shed before they got through. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you for the £5. Yes, I can see your messages, mate. Lorne, I can see your messages, buddy. The only thing I can't see on Twitch chat is when someone subscribes on this multi-chat window. I wouldn't give a shit about getting charged with GBH. If I'm protecting my property, I don't care. If someone's got the cheek to break in and steal stuff, Serves them fucking right. Whether I get beat up or not, I'm not saying I'm tough or anything like that, but whether I get beat up or not, I'm protecting my property. And I'm protecting my kids. I don't give a shit. Right. There we go. Help Phil eat tomorrow. Phil with your Batman lamp. Now, genuinely, it's a police baton. A police mag light. Right, well that is absolutely beautiful. Just for the record, this is a la TDP 158. That's on here. It's the TDP 158 what I've put on. So this is the HDMI retimer from an Xbox One X that I've put on because they are backwards compatible. Same circuit, same pinout, just a different chip. But it does work. Not that you can actually see it, but I'm trying to get it in view, so in a view that you can see. I don't know the value, to be honest, mate. I'm sorry. Maybe someone in the chat does. Yeah, he won't show you, but he won't show you the writing for some reason. Never mind. Redriver. Nope, retimer. Fuck your redriver. It's a retimer. A money job indeed. But yeah, I use the TDP 158 on these now because the SN75DP 159s are not very easy to get anymore. So I've been using the 158s for a little while. They are actually better. Funny enough, the 159 will actually work on a 1X until you start playing on a game. Now, ask me how I know. Because like a knobhead, I installed one once. I got my chips mixed up. I installed one on a 1X that I sold. And they phoned me up an hour later and said, oh, it's glitching while I'm playing a game. So I took it back under warranty. And I'd put the 159 on a 1X. So the 158 are backwards compatible, but the 159 are not forwards compatible for some reason. It's having a new toothbrush. What? The tweezers? Yeah. Tried and tested. Yeah. So the 159, the 158 is actually technically a better chip because it supports native 4K. I don't know whether it would give these Xboxes native 4K. I don't think it would. I think it would still be upscaled, but yeah, it's technically a better chip. It's more durable as well. Now, the 1S retimer dies a lot more often than the 1X does. Now, in my opinion, I've done more 1Xs, more 1Ss for retimers than I have 1Xs. Alright, just clean off the paste off the heat sink. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, Tariq. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you for subbing. Thermal paste. Right, I will clean off the heatsink in a moment, or rather the fan. Swap BIOSes, it wouldn't work, mate. It's married to the board. It's married to the APU. You would need to swap the APU as well, and they wouldn't actually fit. Like, they don't physically fit. The 1X chip is bigger. Thank you, Major Gamer Geek. I appreciate that, mate. I should subscribe to myself with my own Prime, shouldn't I? Damn it. Just clip down, will ya? It's going to be a little bitch and not want to clip down. There you go. Right. I should have took this heatsink off first. The fan off first. Don't ask me where my X-clamp tool is, mate. Come on. That's like asking me to tidy up. Like, are you mad? Or just drunk? Are you mad or just drunk? Alright, I'm just cleaning the fan out. Italian Retro Guy, welcome, mate. Welcome. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, let me just get the case. There we go. You'd have thought that would have been well forgotten. No. Everyone, you must remember at all times that iFix Consoles falls off his chair when he live streams. Oh dear. Oh dear. Must be a couple of quid in scrap. Nah, aluminium pays pennies, mate. My brother-in-law's had a few off me over the past couple of years though, like dented ones and stuff. Was it a big fail? Oh yes. Tried to make it look deliberate, didn't work. I'm not really into modding, to be honest, mate. I am thinking about putting a display port into an Xbox One X, to be honest. But I'm not really into modding. I just want a display port so as it's got multiple port support. But I'm not really into the modding scene. Who win the showdown? Do you mean against me and Wayne? It's not over yet. I haven't even filmed episode 2. I haven't had time. I don't think Wayne has either. I think I might do it tomorrow morning actually. Could do with doing that this week. Right. Probably shouldn't be putting this fully back together just to test it, but in for a penny. To be fair, if the encoder's bad, if the ESDIC is bad, then I could do that without taking it back out of the case fully. But if I put it back together now, then I've got no excuse to leave it till in the morning. Right. You warmed up? No. My feet are like popsicles. My feet are like ice, mate. I'll clean the vents out as I go along. Alright. Pretty much good to go here. Shelley, welcome. Oh yeah, it was live. It was live. Need a radiated onesie. You know what? No joke, I would wear a onesie right now. On stream. Buy me a onesie and I'll wear it. Because it's far too fucking cold. The funny thing is, I'll go to bed and I won't sleep with the blanket on. Like, I can't sleep with the blanket. Send you some heat. Just install an ASIC miner. I should do, shouldn't I? You know, I should just bring my PC back in here and just mine Bitcoin on it. What's on the bench after this? Nothing, mate. This is going to be the last one. Once I've tested this, I'm going to call it a night. Does anyone know what the weather is in Welling Hall at the minute? But yeah, honestly, I can't sit in here much more. Don't I go for a heater? I've got a heater, mate. It's just too cold. One of my heaters have actually failed. Yeah, last job tonight. I'm going to play some Xbox after this. Did it end up being battery on the PS5? No, it didn't, mate. It was just overheating. It was worth a shot, though. Just given that was the only thing that was different about the console. It was the only thing I could find, but it was overheating by the look of it. I'm going to hand it off to the kids tomorrow. They can play Fortnite for a couple of hours on it. They know how to use a PS5, so... Did you ever manage to identify this inductor for me, mate? This transformer, whatever it is, by any chance? £2 C. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Apparently, according to my BJV workstation, it's 12 degrees in here right now. But I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. It's not 12 degrees in this workshop right now. It's just because the heaters have been thrown off. The sensors have been thrown off because I've had the BGA machine on all night. First time you've had in 5 days. Oh, well, no panic, mate. I'll sort something out, I'm sure. I mean, I could probably find it in a PS4 Pro, so I'll probably, when I go to Console Repair London at the end of the week, I'll nick a couple of PS4 Pro power supplies off him. I'll see if I can find one in there. Well, I'll open a PS4 Pro power supply up first and match it up. But I haven't got any faulty ones, I've only got working ones. Jason, Travis has missed you, mate. You got a fan on full. You got a fan on full and window open. You're nuts. Yeah, no worries, Jason, mate. I know you're a little bit. I know you're a little bit off your feet at the minute with the grandkids. I understand, mate. Ah, this is hurting my arm. I'm going to use the bigger screwdriver. -12. Nah, it's not -12. I'd be dead. Apparently, we're supposed to be having a lot of snow in a couple of days. In about 5-6 days. But my loft is insulated. And I know it's insulated properly because I did it. So, yeah, when I move into the loft in a couple of days, it'll be all good. We talked to Travis this morning. Oh, so you'll talk to Travis, but you won't talk to me? So there it is now, is it? So there you're going on now? I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. Right. Temporarily until I get an office, Luke. Till I get an office, mate. I'm waiting for some work to be done in the office that I'm supposed to be getting. Alright. Let's see if this works. Well, we've got the beat back. Not sure what's going on there. -6, Jesus. That is cold. But yeah, I mean, these sensors have been thrown off by the fact that I've had the BGA station on all day, so, well, all evening. It makes time for me. I've been busy, mate. You're not the only one who's busy. Oh wow, I just realised I've left my power supply, my overhead camera unplugged. That's not going to have much battery left in it. Right, let's see if it wants to work in 4K. Even if it don't, I'm going back in the house in a minute. But let's give it a test. Oh shit, no, don't do that. So yeah, this has got the Xbox One X V-timer on it now. Boom. 4K resolution, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Sweet. 4K resolution. V-timer was the issue. There we go. Gets down to -40. Jesus. Damn. Right. Quick couple of tests and then we're done. So we're going to test the network. So we want to make sure it connects to the interwebs. Make sure you have crossplay on. Yeah. Right, connects to the internet. Let's check a disk. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No. 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 Stay. Battlefield 1. Let's see if it loads a disk. Yep. It shows up in, well, it's there now. There we go. Picks up a disk. Connects to a wireless controller as well. Sync button, I already know works. Job done. There we go. Sounds loud. What sounds loud, mate? Oh, fuck's sake. This. What is it with these bots? Twitch needs to get a handle on these bots. Seriously. Twitch needs to get a handle on these bots because it's absolutely ridiculous. Right, there we go. Okay, so the disk drive. No, the disk drive's fine, mate. I'm happy. All works. All good in the hood. Blood. Yeah, there we go. Right, ladies and gents, I am absolutely freezing cold, so I am going to leave it there for tonight. Yeah, another successful fix. Fixed the PS4. Fixed the PS5. That was overeating. Fixed a Xbox One and had a dead CPU Nintendo Switch. And I've just found my X-clamp tool. It was right next to me the whole time. Oh well. Well, never mind. Right, thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm freezing cold. My mic is going to die soon. So, yeah. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 43 minutes anyway. So, yeah. Dead CPU Switch, PS5 and an Xbox One S. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Right, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. I may or may not stream on Twitch a little bit later on to play some Xbox. If you want to check me out over there, then !Twitch. I'll type it in the chat. So !Twitch, and if you're feeling really generous and you think I'm feeling looking a little bit skinny, then you can link your Amazon Prime account and subscribe through Twitch for free. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.